Oh, excuse me. Hold on one second. My test device has sound set at the wrong volume. There we go. Don't mind me, I'm just getting set up. Here we go. Click that button. I don't want to hear myself from my test device, so I mute it normally, but it was not muted. Anyway, welcome to the stream. We're making a roguelike for Game Like Jam number 7. That's what's on screen right now. Making a game like Rogue. Specifically, we're making a game like Rogue, but also like Dungeon Rogue / Reaping the Dungeon. This is day 5, and we have been plinking away at our level gen. We're not going to be doing anything big today. Evening. Hey, Timothy, how's it going? We're not going to be doing anything big today. This is going to be a short stream. Tomorrow is also going to be a short stream. I don't have time to do a lot. Thursday might be a longer stream, and then this weekend we're going to get into it. We're going to start making a lot of content for this game. Hopefully things start to come together very quickly. This is what we've got so far. We're making a level. We got level gen. We're making rooms. This can go away. We don't need that anymore. Let's make that go away right now. Where are we doing that? In the level gen, we are setting this cell. We're not going to do that anymore. Download a Python learning tool tonight. Going to start learning. Nice. Python is awesome. I endorse starting with Python. It's a good balance between like ease of learning and like you have the power to like actually do anything. It's a fully functional language. What is sets? Isn't this setting? This is setting something else, isn't it? All right, hold on. I don't know what this code is doing. This code maybe doesn't matter. Let's get rid of it. Tired of it. What is the code that is setting? It's this right here. Here it is. We're setting a block at 4.4. Yeah, okay, it's gone now. I'm tired of that. We only want level gen now. We want to not hard code. Right. So I'll get into my notes to self because that's what we're going to be doing today. Notes to self. But I think I've got my plan for tomorrow. I've been digging through more tile sets online in the public domain, and I haven't found anything that's perfect, but I think I found stuff that's better than this. So I think that's going to be a good opportunity to explore the terrains in Godot, because that's a feature that I've just kind of been overlooking, and I don't want to overlook it anymore. It's too tempting. I need to see it. Where's the script for the level? There it is. So we got this tile set. It takes tile sources and patterns. Nope. Tiles, patterns, and terrains. What are terrains? Well, we're going to find that out tomorrow. That's my plan. Today, though. Last time, we made this level gen helper. And I stubbed out this function down here. We've got this tunnel generator. If the tunnel is horizontal, we know how to make that. If the tunnel is vertical, we know how to make that. If the tunnel is neither, we just give up. And when I was writing this code, I was a little like loopy. I was a little like, I don't know how to do this. It's actually really easy to do this. It's going to be crazy easy. We'll get into how we do that in just a second. Sorry for the other night, by the way. I get a little when I drink it. Hope we're cool. Yeah, we're cool. No worries. I get it. Yeah, no worries. How we handle this, it's a little magic thing called recursion. What we do is we make 2 tunnels. We call, from this generate tunnel function, we're going to call 2 more generate tunnel functions. We're going to generate a vertical tunnel and a horizontal tunnel. How are we going to figure out what tunnels we need to make? So if we are given 2 points in a space, and they are not horizontal and they're not vertical. They're 2 points in a space. Those 2 points necessarily make up a rectangle. There are 2 more points if we, I don't want to say invert. I don't know how to describe it. There are 2 more points that we can derive from those points. We want to get those points. First of all, before I proceed, let's go ahead and cut that out. Just kidding. I don't want to modify this. I just want to submit removed hard-coded wall blocks. Add that. Commit changes. We're good. Okay. Class level gen hides a global script class. What? What does that mean? What does that mean? Lasagna tonight? Nice. I had chicken tonight. Godot class name hides a global script class. What does this mean? Godot is duplicating my script file and naming it script with the capital S every time I open the project. Can you host that script? I fixed it by closing all scenes and all script windows. What does this mean? I'm guessing that error is gone, but we can't run it like this. Okay. I think that error is gone. You have nice foods in, bro. Thanks. I think chicken is not that exciting, but at the same time, it's delicious. Not hard to think about. We're going to be, okay, we've got 2 points. Start and end. If we take the x from start and the y from end, that should give us one of the points in the square. P1 var P1 equals start vector to I start dot x end dot y, and then var P2 vector to I start dot y end dot x. These 4 points should give us a rectangle. We don't want to make a rectangle. We just want to make a tunnel. So, there's probably an intelligent way to figure out which of these points we want to go towards. And I think we do need to figure that out long term. Short term, though, let's just get this done. It's very versatile meat. Yeah. Really can make it amazing when you marinate it. Absolutely. Marinating is one of those advanced meat techniques. 100%. We pick one of these at random. How do we do that? Let's learn how to do random things in Godot. Godot random. We have this random number generator class. Var RNG equals random number generator dot new. Is there a static one? Do we have to generate a random number generator? Godot flip a coin. Just like in Dota 2. All right, this better not be like make a physics object. Rand range. Oh, rand range. Okay. Is that static? Rand I range. Rand F range. The underlying algorithm is an implementation detail and should not be dependent upon. Cool. Computers cannot generate true random numbers. Instead, they rely on pseudo-random number generators, PRNGs. Yes, sir. Godot exposes 2 ways to generate random numbers. Via global scope methods, that's what we want. We want the global scope methods because we are lazy. We do not want to instantiate an item just to flip a coin. I would like rand I. Oh. I think rand I is what we want. But just, oh, rand I range. Yeah, that's what the thing was saying. Cool. Let's copy this directly from the docs. If rand I range 0 to 1 equals 0, we're going to P1. We're going to make a tunnel from start to P1. Generate tunnel. Level start P1. And then we're going to generate a tunnel level P1 end. And there's probably a more compact way to do this. There is, actually. Var P equals are there ternary operators in Godot? We can make this incredibly impossible for anyone to read. Godot ternary. The ternary operator. Godot doesn't support a proper ternary operator. But we can do this. What do you mean this is hard to read? This is easier to read than this? What is this guy talking about? Absolute gibberish. All right. P1 is either this or this. And we're going to go ahead and make that decided by this RNG. Cool. Now this is a lot smaller. And that's it. We did it. We're done. Actually, we did it. This is completely done. Have you seen the new just announced ROG gaming glasses? I have not seen that. Playing Quake Under the Stars when camping my life is now complete. Nice. Magic. No, we're not done. There's one more element. I think we can test this out by we can create a tunnel from this bottom room to this side room. So we just generate a tunnel and we'll see what it comes up with. 50% of the time it's going to be wrong. And there is one thing that we're missing, but I would like to visualize it first before I actually step into what it is. So 1 to 11 to 18 to 18. So hold on. I wish I could mouse click and it'll tell me the coordinates I'm clicking on. I want to connect a tunnel from here to here. No, that's dumb. From here to here. So this is the low y coordinate. So not this room, it's this room. This room from 12.1 to 16.8. So we probably want to start this at like 16.4. Actually 16.4 is pretty good. And then we go to like 18.10. Okay, so that's one part of the problem. That's not right. Oh no, that is right. That's okay. So there's a 50-50 chance that this tunnel is cursed. Okay, that's not right. That's absolutely not right. What? Hold on. Print P. Making a floor at. I don't need that. We're good. We did it. 418, 44, and 1818. We shouldn't be getting here. If P is 44, we shouldn't be getting here. This function should only be getting called once. How are we? What? 418 is correct. 44 and 1818 is not correct. Do I need to call like a level generate tunnel? Is something weird going on if I don't? Okay, that does something. I think the problem is this tunnel is not actually connected to this. We need to move it down one. That's what's happening. 1811, there we go. Now this tunnel doesn't exist. And also, this is happening. I'm a little confused. That's what I expected to happen. There we go. That's what I expected to happen. So we create a tunnel, it goes down, and then goes right. We want the tunnel to go this way. This is, according to our logic, there's a 50-50 chance of it making the tunnel like this, which is wrong, or making the tunnel like this, which is right. But here's the part that I'm like wanting to also fix, is it creates this little diagonal gap here. It creates a diagonal gap here, but that I'm less worried about. Okay, let's see. Can we bias this? What? No, that's not how that should be. Sometimes, okay, so this is correct. This is the behavior that I expect. And I think we're gonna get a repeat. Yeah, okay. We go down and then right, but we wanna go right then down. We want the tunnel generator to go right first, then down. Oh, I'm dumb. I'm dumb. Oh, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. Never mind. The level gen should be able to handle this. I thought, like, maybe I need to swap the order of these. No, I don't need to do that. 1611. Can we bias this? Var r equals randi range 0, 1, print r. Okay, now why is it calling this 3 times? It should not be getting here if the start and the end tunnel are the same. Where am I going wrong? There's a problem. This should only be getting called once. Let's go back to seeing the results of what we've done. Yeah, this creates a void. I don't know where that tunnel went, but it's not going where it's supposed to. So we need to fix that. Let me think. All right. So P is 418. Every time this function gets called, let's print start vector, nope, start end. Let's see what we're getting passed in. Okay, so we're getting 4, 8, and 4, 12. That's fine. 8, 4, 13, 4. That's fine. Those are straight lines. 16, 4, 18, 11. That is not a straight line. So we hit this function we call 0. So we go to 16, 11. 16, 4, 16, 11. That's a straight line. And then 16, 11, 18, 11. That's a straight line. So this is 16, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then we go from 16, 11 to 17 to 18. Why aren't we overwriting this? Why are we stopping early? Do we need to add end plus 1? That should be like handled automatically by our previous functions. I shouldn't have to need to pass that one in. Morning. Hey, Lord Death Hunter. How's it going? We're just troubleshooting our logic here. Let's bias this logic. This is no longer randi range. This is always 1. Okay. We're calling this function 3 times now, and that's wrong. So 4, 8 to 4, 12. That's a straight tunnel. That's fine. 8, 4 to 13, 4. That's a straight tunnel. That's fine. 16, 4 to 18, 11. Not a straight tunnel, but we call this function again. And that gives us 16, 4 and 4, 18. Oh no. Pathfinding? Nope, we're not doing pathfinding right now. Did I start Y and end X? Okay, so if I have math time 16, 4 and 18, 11. If I have those as points on a grid, is 18, 4 and 16, 11 not a square? Does not form a square? World gen? Yeah, we're generating a level. Okay. Because this says no. 16, 4, 4, 18. Can I open up GIMP? New 16 by 16, zoom in, show grid. All right, and then we bring, that's the grid? I'm sorry, that's not the grid. Oh, it's so big, I'm sorry. No, stop it. Okay, this is theoretically the grid. I was hoping for a grid, like okay, let's take smaller numbers. Let's say we have a point at 1, 3 and at 5, 8. So 1, 3, 0, 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. And then at 5, 8, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Now, if we take the x from here and the y from here, 1, 8. And then we do the same, 5, 3. Does that not give us a square? 0, 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 0, 1, 2, 3. What? 0, 1, 2, 3. 0, 1, 2, 3. How did I miscount that? I'm dumb. But that's a square. That's a square. Why is this not a square? Why is it 16, 4, and 4, 18? Okay, so 16, 4, and 18, 11. That makes a P at 4 and 18. That's wrong. I need to swap those. Oh, that's why. That's the problem. That's why, because I have the X and the Y reversed. Glad it took me that long to realize. Okay, yeah, this... Is this not long enough? Do I need to make this one longer? Do I make it even one longer? 13? Okay. We'll clean up this logic. We will get this fixed. Okay. That works the way that I'd expect it to work. Let's make this random again. See what we get. Oh, that's 1. That's rand 1. I don't need this anymore. We're done. Okay. It's probably doing something along the lines of this. Okay. We need to make this, first of all, we need to make this more intelligent. Instead of randomly picking which direction we go. Our P1 equals there. Our P2 equals there. All right. Our P equals P1 for now. I don't know entirely what the best strategy is here. What we could do is pick the starting point, okay, and then let's be cognizant of where the walls are around us. So I don't think at this point we have a collision map, so we can't say, is the tile to my left solid, is the tile to my right solid? That hasn't happened yet. But what we can do is say, hey, is the tile to my left a floor or a wall? Tile type floor. Okay. if let's get the direction of from start to P1. Direction mapper. Get direction. Static func. dir mapper dot get direction start to P1. If that level dot set cell dot get cell Okay, so we take our start and we have our P1 and we are drawing a straight line towards it. Let's get the direction that we're headed. And let's see if we make one step towards P1, are we hitting a wall? And if so, let's go P2. Otherwise, let's go P1. So dir mapper.get direction plus start equals enums dot tile type dot wall. If that's the case, if we're hitting a wall, var P equals P2, otherwise P equals P1. We did it. And we actually can, instead of declaring P, whatever, that gets optimized away anyway. So this non-existent function get cell in tile base map, get cell source ID. Right. So theoretically that works, and because that works, we recognize that when we're drawing here, we're telling the function to put walls here, 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 and here, and here, and then we're overriding this wall. And then we're telling it to put walls here, but that wall doesn't happen here, 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 and here, here. So there's a gap here that we need to fill with code. So the way we get that is we have the direction that we're heading from start to this point. We could take the direction of P2 to P1 and then set the cell there at P1. No. Okay, so this is P2. We are going to level.set cell at P2. We need to get the direction dir mapper.get direction P1 to P2 plus P2. And then we need to set that to enums.tiletype.wall. That's it. And then over here we just flip the bits. We did it. That should fill in that extra gap. That should fill in that gap. It didn't. Actually, it did not. Print. What's the direction that we're getting? This should be diagonal. It is. It's diagonal. So do I need to invert the direction? I don't even understand why this is getting set to open. There shouldn't be that gap shouldn't be there. That wall should not be getting overridden. Okay, I don't know why this is happening. It should be this function should be setting this as a wall. I'm worried about this gap. This is a gap, but I don't know why that's happening. Sort of new belt. I have 2 now. Nice. What is going on here? I said this was easy. Did I lie? If we just make a partial tunnel. Okay, I see. So we're actually off by 1. Yeah. So we should be making a tunnel down. This tunnel should be 1 deeper than it is. Right? Could it be that so this is only a length of 2. 16 to 18. 16, 17, 18 is actually 3. But I guess this is exclusive. So if I say I want to tunnel from point 1 to point 2, that tunnel should be a length 2, not a length 1 tunnel. So I think we want to make this tunnel off by 1. So when we're making it, tunnel oak, enums tile floor. Length of tunnel plus 1. Is that right? Where'd all my scripts go, dude? Dude, where's my scripts? You gonna put your game on Steam, bro? No, I'm not. Print, what is the range? So the length of tunnel should be this. 0, 1, 2. 0, 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so 4, 5, and 2. What are the lengths of the tunnels that I'm actually making? 5, 6, and 2. Okay, so I am off by 1. And I have been off by 1 this whole time. Okay. So we just do this and we fix it. Make the tunnel 1 longer. Thus solving the problem that we were having earlier. And then now we can resume that. And then we should be back to could not resolve class level gen because of a parser error. I'm sorry, what parser error? 46.5? I don't see the error. Hello? Expected to plus, oh. Smart. Shit, that hit a nerve. You looked pissed when I said that. You got a problem with Steam? I don't have a problem with Steam. This is a game jam game, though. We need to fill in this and this. And that's what this is supposed to be doing. So why isn't it? Do I have the direction on backwards? I shouldn't. What's Game Jam? This is a Game Jam. Game Jam is an event where you generate a game, and this particular game jam is 30 days. But you submit the game to the Game Jam. Click join. Yeah, that long to submit the game. So within 24 days, either we'll have a game or we won't. But after that, we're done. But why isn't this working? 1, -1. Okay. -1 is up, which is correct. 1 is to the right, which is correct. So this is a correct direction. Are we off by 1? Is that okay? What is dir? Okay. What does dir mapper say about that? What is that? What is that coordinate? 19.3. And I can't click to see what coordinate that is, so I have to count. 1, 2, 3. So I think this is 2, actually, not 3. Hold on. Print P2. So this should be 18.4, right? Yeah, it is 18.4. Is this 18.4 right here? Is this like so 19.3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19.3. That's 19.3. Are we setting it to the wrong cell? Or is it that we just can't see it because we are getting our vision occluded? It's actually working, we just can't see it. Could that be the case? That's possible. No, I feel like we should be able to see the way that I've coded the occlusion, we should be able to see it. Let's take our visibility handle. Let's turn off occlusion. Just real quick. I'm going to turn off occlusion. So now we can see everything. Nope, nothing there. Also, why are these walls here? That's random. That's scary. No, that should work. Why doesn't that work? Set cell. Do I need a vector 2i 0? What is that? What the heck is this? What is the set cell? Pass in a vector 2i. These are the atlas coordinates. Why does it default to that? Okay, I'm just frustrated. Please excuse my frustration. Yep, that fixed it. Okay. We don't need to fix this. This is because we're tunneling dumb. This is fine. We want to fix the tunnel though, so that it applies on both sides. Oh, I've already done that. Theoretically, this should just work. If we apply the fix thusly. I am happy with that. P1. Also, I'm pretty sure if I turn the occlusion back on, we're all good. Yeah, we can see. So I don't really have the ability to test this thoroughly right now. I am going to assume that it works, and we're going to submit it. What did I modify in level? Oh, we added a new tunnel. Yeah, okay. Level gen handles bendy tunnels. Tunnels with one bend. Cool. You participating in this year's GGJ? Yeah. I haven't actually joined it officially, but I'm 100% sure I'm going to. I just need to find the time to log in and do that. These are the assets that I've been hunting down. Not final yet. This is what I meant to click on. Make the room generator helper let you specify the tiles to use. Yeah. So right now we're just making tunnels out of floor and wall. I would like to have more tiles than just floors and walls. Specifically, I'm okay with just having floors and walls, but I would like there to be more sprites. I want brown floor, gray floor, metal floor, brown wall, gray wall, metal wall. I think that's more interesting. And we will need to flesh that out at some point. But for now, we just are making this function a little bit more robust. So we're going to say tile. Nope, what is this? This is an int. Int tile type. Floor. Tile. ID. Int equals, the floor is 1, I believe. I can actually just enums.tiletype.floor wall tile ID int equals enums.tiletype.wall. Just watching the Mighty Nine. Awesome series. It. evening, 12 watching. Yeah, Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you all. We are, instead of just this, we're just going to say floor tile ID, wall tile ID. Okay, and then we take the same, put it over here. Same jam. Where are we setting the floor? There it is. And then the wall. 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 And then since we're calling through cursively, we need to say floor tile ID, wall tile ID. All right, I'm sleepy. I'm gonna head off to my show. Take care. Have a good one. Thanks. You too. Have a good one. Thanks for stopping by. Put that down. Put this one down. And we're in. Press the play button because this is just work. Is this a Git plugin or native? This is a Git plugin. Everything still works as we expect it to. It should, as should. We can now the tunnel and room materials. Cool. Tell me about what else I wrote. Add a spawn point for the player. One thing that I wanted to look at, I don't have much time, but one thing I wanted to look at was, so I'm passing around this level, and it's fine for this static function. I don't mind that. But items and entities, where's entities? It's annoying that do move is passing in the level. I have to pass in the level anytime I want to do a move. I would prefer that the item just knows, or better yet, I can just like statically access the level by going to like item dot parent, get parent. But I think there's a problem because in the level, when we're generating a level, we're generating items. Where's that happening? Down here? We're adding it as a child, but then we're initting it before we do that. Oh, wait a minute. When we init this item, we pass in the level. Why don't we just save that? Item type equals item, position equals position. Wait a minute, what? Oh, we're not passing in the level, I'm sorry. Instead of calling this remove item signal, couldn't we just like get parent dot items dot remove self? This end level thing, I think we do need, but okay, so the reason that I'm thinking about this is because I want to implement a door, and I would like the door to stay open for about 10 turns and then close itself. And the way I was thinking of doing that was making it a mob. We can go ahead and give it a take turn of do nothing if it's closed, and then if it's open, think stay open for 10 turns, have a counter. Every turn, decrement that counter by 1, and then when it hits 0, the door closes. But in order to do that, I can close the door, but I can't set the collision unless I have access to the level. And I don't know if I can just, like, get parent dot, get the A star and set the collision of self equals to yes. If I can just do that, I don't need to pass in the level here. I can just level equals get parent. Because every item is a parent to something. It has to be. Otherwise it won't get drawn. I'm not sure. I am tired of having to pass the level around, but I'm not sure. Okay. Add a spawn point for the player. Yeah, that's a good one. So I don't like that in the main, whenever this is happening, we're actually setting the player position. I would rather that happen when the level, like, happens. Or not necessarily, but I would like when the level is created, we also specify a spawn point. And when I say we specify a spawn point, no, actually the level decides a spawn point for itself. So when we generate the level, var spawn point vector 2i. So we're going to just manually set the spawn point here. Spawn point equals vector 2i. Nope, 2i. Let's set it inside this room right here. So from 12.1 to 16.8. So we can say 12.4. So we spawn there. And now what I would like to happen is when this level is created, instead of the player position being something hard-coded, we go to the level. Level dot. Oh, did I goof? Yeah. Because it needs to be grid to pixel. Level dot spawn point. Okay, so this first one, we spawn up here because I don't know where that's getting set. But as soon as we exit, we spawn in here? All right. Oh, we ran out of oxygen. Okay. I was like, why did the game close? Okay, cool. We're setting a spawn point now in the level, and the main is moving us over. How are we getting our initial? Level.preload instantiate add child level where's that? How is that setting our player position? Where is this initial position coming from? That could just be because if we go to our main scene, we go to our player, and then we go to the inspector, this has a default position of 75.0 x 42.0 y, and then it gets snapped into place as soon as we move. Maybe. Whatever. I want to add another UI element. That was another thing here. Make the level gen less hard-coded. I think that what we did qualifies as that already. We've already done that. We've added a spawn point, basic inventory management. We don't have time for that. Adding a basic message. So I need to research how roguelikes approach this problem, but I'm going to add a label. Is it called a label? At the top. System message. I'm going to put it up there. And then top message label. TML. No, stop doing that. Stop naming things stupidly long. The top label. We need a label handler. You know, instead of handlers, these could be actions. These could be handlers. Handler. Move the movement handler in there. Move the visibility handler in there. And then we put a node. We call it the, or could we attach the script to the UI? No, I think we want to put it on the node. Attach a script. Oops. Oh, what? I can't. Okay, there we go. I want to create a function, func set message. Why can't I keep the message or the function names consistent? Okay, set message. String message string for message duration 20. Is this right? Does that set the... Whatever. We need to add the top label to this function so that we can mess with it. Top label equals, nope, dot. Set text equals message. For countdown countdown equals message duration. And then func take turn. Countdown minus equals 1. If countdown is greater than 0. If countdown equals 0. Top label.text equals nothing. And then we go into our handy movement handler. On turn. Oh, do movement. Nope. It's going to main. Actually, whenever we take an input, also take our top label dot take turn. All right, so this message, non-existent function take turn. Did I call it something else? Oh, it's a label handler. My bad. I did the wrong one. Oh, geez, what am I doing? What did I just change? Label handler dot take turn. Invalid operands nil and int equals 0. Calm down. Where's my message? Didn't I set a default message? System message. I guess we got to start this at 20. What? Invalid assignment of property or key text with value of type string on a base object of type label. Oh. Typo. Dude, where's my string? Where's my string? Oh, is it because this is actually down here? What is this purple box? Oh, is that the camera? Ah, that's the camera. No, that's not the camera. What is that? I have no idea, but this is the actual view. Hey, come back. I saw that. It was there for a second. Where's it going? Why is it setting itself to blank? Did I goof the script? Am I calling this function more often than I thought? Because this countdown should be 20. Print countdown. Oh, it's counting down every time I move the mouse. Okay, I see. That's the problem. Movement handler. Can we just move this into here then for now? I need to figure out how to handle movement. Handle that. Okay, working as expected now. Yep. Commit added basic top message. Commit. Now I would like for this to, whenever I pick up the flashlight, I want it to post the message, you got the flashlight. So how do I get to the label handler? Let's try this. Get parent. That gets us to the level. May I please have the flashlight? Very well. Go ahead. Get parent. Does get parent take an argument? Can I just get parent to the main? Because the level, so the first get parent gets me to the level, and then the second get parent should get me to the main node, and then I can go from there to the label handler. Dot label handler. Dot set message. You got the flashlight. Expected identifier after the dot. So actually the main function has a label handler in it, so we can maybe just call label handler. Oh, please, come on. You got the flashlight. By the way, move this back in the corner, please. Thanks. So I would like for it not to replace the top message, but actually like start, like if I get 5 flashlights, it should say in a row, it should say, you got the flashlight, you got the flashlight, you got the flashlight, you got the flashlight, you got the flashlight. It should say that 5 times in a row. And then each one should expire. I don't know how to do that. I think what that's going to be is I'm going to have to like spawn a top label and then attach it. And then, I don't know. I think that's what that's going to have to be, but I am not mentally prepared to do that right now. So what we have here is what we have here. Basic message. More fleshed out mob and items. On pickup and on death. Didn't I already do that? Don't I have an on death? Maybe I don't have an on death. Script. Mob. I mean, I guess that doesn't count. This, I think, counts. Collider. Collision implies, I shouldn't have called this collision, but whatever. What I do want to do is not have all the items be like that. So I would like, let's create a flashlight item. Oh, before I do that, flashlight message pickup. Okay. I think this is going to be the last thing I do is create a flashlight item and then a exit item. And then make this item more abstract. So we've got this script extends item. And then we go into the item. We make this abstract. Abstract func, I'm sorry. There we go. And then we cannot write this here. We have to write it in the flashlight. Func. Is this not saved? Why can't I do this? Did I forget how to make abstract things? I'm confused. Godot abstract. How do I do? Do I have to make the class name abstract? Did I forget how to do this? Have I regressed so deeply? How does entity work? Oh, there's an @ symbol. Oh. Yes, I have regressed. What if we do this? Oh, I know what that is now. Okay. Class item is not abstract, but contains abstract methods. This has to be an abstract class then. We can have this real function, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure this is fine. Screw this item type. That's not us anymore. We got that abstract func. Abstract func. Let's go to our flashlight, our patented flashlight. We may not need this set color function in the future. We can just set the sprite what it's supposed to be. Like, why is this upset? Is it because we're not implementing the abstract func collision? Oh yeah, that is why. Func collision. Why don't I just copy? Hold on, excuse me 1 second while I cough. Why don't we just copy our favorite little function here? Just copy it in full. And we're a flashlight. All right, we did it. Why is this still complaining? Could not resolve class item. It's right there. Hello? Is it because of all this? We got these signals that we're setting, but we don't care anymore. Remove item dot emit dot self. I would rather not do that. I'd rather do get parent dot items dot erase. Actually, Where's this function? Items.erase item. Better. Okay, so we've implemented the flashlight. We need to implement an exit now. Exit. This one's going to be special. Is there a way to just auto-populate? Like, I need to implement these functions. Could you do it for me? Thanks. All right, you're setting color. Great. We don't need this anymore. Did I get rid of the exit code? I did. Let's go grab it from Git. Okay, we're just emitting. We're just emitting end level dot emit. So we need to set up that signal end level. Func collision. If the collider is the player, and level.emit. Can we not do the tabs wrong? Thanks. So now we need to go to the level, and instead of creating items and setting their item types, we're actually creating a flashlight now. Give me the UID for this. Flashlight. Oh, I'm sorry. We can't instantiate this. Whoops. We can't instantiate that? Can we call new? Was this whole thing insane? Because if I call new, is that okay? I hope I can just call new. New flashlight. Class name flashlight. We don't need this. We just need to tell it where to be. We don't need that. Expected in a statement after expression found identifier instead. Is it flashlight.new? There we go. Okay. Identifier flashlight not declared in the current scope. Wait, why are these erroring now? What? Could not resolve external class generate room. It's right there. There it is. What is the problem? Oh, the problem is I needed to give. Oh, we're still running the game. Whoops. All right. No, non-existent function init. Yeah, that's not a thing anymore. We need to name the class exit class name. Exit.new. We don't need this anymore. We do need to register this exit. Get parent register exit. Main has a register exit function. End level. Do we have that? Yeah, we do. I think we're set up. I think that's all we do. Why are these complaining again? Attempted to set modulate on a null. Right, because we're creating a new instead of instantiating. We don't get item sprite for free anymore. I gotta set the sprite. Small tip for all the node paths you have, you can right click mark as unique and then directly use this name with percent instead of a full path. You're talking about these? Yep. So I can right click on them, mark them as unique. Right click in the tree. Access is unique name. Can I do that for this one? I can't do it in the main script. I can't do it as the main script. Okay, but I can set that. What does that do? Revoke unique name for... You don't need to access the main since you already are the main. Yeah. But I would like to access the level and access, if I have access to the main, I can access the level. I can't seem to do that here. It's okay. So because I'm not instantiating this anymore, I need to deal with the scene. I can actually throw this scene away. I'm not using it anymore. And then I need to handle the sprite 2D myself. This is only for children of the current scene where the script is. Oh, that's not helpful then. But it's good to know. Instead of set color, maybe we can do set sprite. And then all items have a sprite. Actually, yeah, no, I do need to declare sprite. Var sprite. Sprite. Sprite 2D equals new sprite. No, I don't need to say that. I can just go into the flashlight and say the sprite equals sprite 2D dot new. And then we can go look in the sprite 2D. What can we give it? I'm creating a new one. How do I set the sprite? Like, how do I instance this? Sprite.texture equals load res your sprite. Okay, I'm gonna hope that that's correct. I'm gonna take this code and just assume that it's correct. This is not my sprite. My sprite is, unfortunately, it's this. That should work. Set sprite. Exit needs to do that as well. Done. Let's see it. Oh, we see nothing, actually. Just kidding. We don't get this. We don't get to see the sprite. Do we have to add it? Sprite dot add child sprite. Does this make the exit appear but not? Yeah, okay. I would rather not do that here. I would rather do that in the item function. Sprite add child dot. Okay, we see things now. We actually don't need, I think we can just delete this item scene. We don't need it anymore. You got the flashlight. You got the flashlight. You got the flashlight. You got the flashlight. Okay, good. Created flashlight and exit. Made the item.gd abstract and removed the item scene. We don't need it anymore. Commit. I need to do the same for mobs. I'm not going to do that. I'm actually out of spoons. So tomorrow, I'm probably not going to have a lot of spoons either. So I want to add more items. But I think tomorrow I'm just going to be messing around with making terrains, textures, and let me write that down. Okay. Tomorrow, I'll sort out my notes because they're a mess. I would like to sort out the placeholder art, mess around with terrains, Godot terrains. What even are they? Abstractify the mobs, and then I don't know. What else was I saying? Oh, figure out how to make the message, top message, less basic. We can probably do something a little more creative so that we can have more than one message up there at a time. Something I'm imagining is like the message scrolls in from the left side, lingers for like a few moves, and then it falls off. And then if you have multiple messages come in, they queue up. The top one pushes, the next one pushes the top one down. It zooms in, and then yeah, I don't know. Something like that might be more cool. That feels like more than enough for a short stream, so I'm not gonna sweat any of that. What do we need to add next? Not something to do for tomorrow, but I would like more items, more content. More content. We need more content at this point. There is one more thing I want to do tonight. I did research that the A-star performance, if you path it into a solid tile, it's 100% slower. And one of the things that is recommended is don't do that. And when I say 100 times slower, One A star call is like you can do 100,000 of them in a second, 10,000 of them in a second, and it's fine. If you go 100 times slower, you can do 100 per second. Maybe 1,000. That might not be a problem. That might be a problem. So let's just not do that. Let's just go to our movement handler. Nope. Where's our movement? Is handled in the entity. Do move. No, it's handled in the mob. Whenever the mob is taking a turn, they are making an A-star grid to the player loc. Before we do that, level.A-star grid.set point solid player loc false. And then afterwards set it to true. And that should not change anything else. The mobs should still not be moving into us because if the path size is too small, it should still not move. And we can't move into mobs because they're solid. So let's re-add the mob to the level thing. And let's die a lot. Let's test this like 5 times. Okay, the mob is not moving into us. Okay, good. Yeah, okay. This is working. Okay. Updated pathfinding to set the player non-solid during it. Big performance increase, theoretically. I don't know if that's a bug with Godot or if that's just how the A-star algorithm works, but if you try and path to somewhere that it doesn't, like you can't go there, the A-star algorithm might just go crazy. It might just be like, I have to try every possibility now just to make sure that I'm not crazy. And that takes a long time. So let's just not incur that penalty. Doesn't affect our functionality whatsoever. All right, that is where I must stop because I'm just out of spoons. If I keep coding at this point, I will start to write more and more higher percentage of bugs, and I will retain less and less of what I write, and that's bad. So let's not do that. I'm gonna stop here. Let me hunt down. Give me 1 second. Because I am going to look to see. Oh, I love that. Extensions in Firefox. They're fun. They're just real fun. Is anyone coding for a game right now? Oh, Hyperdev is coding right now. So why don't I just raid her? Raid Hyper Game Dev. Yep. Oh, cannot be raided. Oh well. Let me see if I can find someone else. What is this? Is this also a roguelike? I have no idea. Okay. Thanks, everyone. Good progress today. Gonna be more slow progress tomorrow and so forth. Hope this was fun. Hope y'all learned. Or at least found this entertaining. See you all next time. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being a part of this. Oh shoot. My headphones are broken.